Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki don tok say the Museum of West Africa Act Edo MOWAA say when they complete am go create over 30,000 jobs for Naija people. The governor tok dis one when him and the State Executive Council ESCO carry waka go inspect the construction of MOWAA Edo project site for Exotic Street, Benin City on Wednesday 2nd, 2023. Governor Obaseki kon tok say belle sweet and wella for the level of work wey dem don do and say im dey confident say next year the project go dey ready and say the project go reposition the state.
We just finished our weekly State Executive Council meeting, and one of the agenda items at the meeting was a presentation on MOWAA, the Museum of West African Arts, by the Executive Director. And after the presentation, which was quite impressive, members of ESCO took a decision to come and pay a physical visit to see for themselves the progress of work that is currently taking place here. You'll agree with me that the pace of work is quite impressive, and from the presentation we have every reason to believe that before the middle of next year this project will be ready. The presentation also was quite illuminating for members of ESCO, because don't forget, what is this about? First is to reposition Edo State to help us diversify our economy so that we can use arts, culture, entertainment, and the creative arts as a basis for diversifying the economy and creating jobs for young people in this country. We can no longer rely on revenues from oil proceeds from Abuja. We have to look inwards and see what competitive or comparative advantage we have as a people, and how do we leverage those advantages to create an economy that will help us grow our GDP.
Obaseki kon tok say the museum go help the state diversify their economy through arts, culture, entertainment and creative arts, create jobs for young people for the country, and say dem go collaborate with some of the best institutions for the world like Oxford University, the British Museum and other institutions wey go help the state with materials and conduct archaeological studies.
In terms of just direct employment of people in this facility, it will be in excess of 625 people. In terms of indirect employment, you are looking at almost 30,000 people that will be employed as a result of this infrastructure we are building. What exactly is this infrastructure? It's a research facility. It's a storage facility. It is a display facility. And it's a facility that is helping us collaborate with other institutions across the world so that we can help conserve artifacts, conserve artworks, do research, because we can't always continue to rely on foreigners to tell us about who we are. Do research ourselves, bring researchers in here. They have, with the collaborations that currently exist, made arrangements with some of the best institutions in the world. Oxford University, Yale, these are all the sort of institutions that are collaborating with us, the British Museum, to bring in facilities to help us date materials, to help us with the archaeology of sites before we do things, so that we have enough information on who we are, how we lived in the past, why the kingdom was as great as it was, and have evidence to corroborate most of the stories, the oral traditions that we have. So this is why this project is very, very significant, it's very important, and we now need to make a lot of you, particularly young Nigerians and Edo people, to understand their past, to understand the meaning of this project, so that they can see and understand where their creative instincts come from, begin to understand themselves better.
From Benin City, Awe Roswagene Ejo, TMC TV News.